Hi, my name is Amanda Goodlett. I'm a social worker here at the Family Service Agency. You can just call me Amanda. What would you like to be addressed as?
Katie is fine.
All right, Katie. Whenever you phoned the agency the other day, I understand that you're going through some difficulties right now. You're a first-year college student. You just recently found out you're pregnant and you're having some relationship issues. Is that correct?
That's
Okay.
all correct.
Alrighty. Well, just to let you know, during our time today, I would like to explore these issues just a little bit further. Maybe we can both get to understand your circumstances a little bit better so we can work, to make a step forward in the right direction. Okay?
All right, sounds good.
Alrighty. Well, just to let you know, everything that's said in here is completely confidential. Nothing that you tell me will leave this room. Now, I will let you know if you mention to me that you're putting yourself in danger or others in danger, I will have to report that by law. But anything else other than that, it just strictly stays between me and you. So feel free to talk about whatever you want to.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. So why don't you just go ahead and tell me just a little bit about your situation?
I'm a first year in college, my first
Okay.
semester. I work a part-time job. I have a boyfriend, and we just both recently found out I'm pregnant. I'm not so sure if I want to keep the baby. He wants to, but I'm not so sure it's what I think is best for the baby and for myself. So we're just kind of on the ups about what to do. That's about what I'm going through right now.
Okay. All right. What are your feelings toward the situation?
I'm very uneasy. It's very upsetting. We both see different. We don't see the same about what to do about this situation, and I'm just stressed out with all the other things I have going on right now.
Okay. So right now you're just really stressed because you had a lot of stress in your life before this occurred, and now this just adds extra stressors on your life, and you're just kind of uncertain what your future is going to hold. Okay. All right. Why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about your school, like what you plan to do and all that stuff.
Okay, well, right now I'm a freshman. I have one more semester in my freshman year, and then I'll be going to my sophomore year. Next fall, I'll get an associate's in arts degree, and then I'll transfer to Eastern Kentucky University and apply for their occupational and science degree, their occupational science program to get my occupational science degree, and then work as an occupational therapist.
Wow, those are some really good plans. How do you think your pregnancy right now will affect your schooling?
I think I'll still do my schooling. It might be delayed. I won't get it done when I plan to get it done, when I hope to get it done. I think that I might have to take some time off, but I feel like I'll go back and just have to take time off for the baby and take care of it if I decide to keep it.
Okay. All right. Is schooling, one of your major issues that you're dealing with right now that's making you contemplate whether you want to keep the baby or not?
Yes, school is very important to me. I know that nowadays, to be stable in life and have everything you need and financially okay, you need to go to school and have a good job. Most every job requires that someone to have a degree. So I know that it's very important to have a college degree and if I want to live life the way I want to live it.
Yeah, okay. I see. So right now you just feel that if you don't get the proper education and you had a kid, then you wouldn't be able to support the child like it would need to be supported. Okay. All right. Why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about your boyfriend? How long have you all been dating?
We've been together for about a year.
Okay.
He has a job. He didn't go to school. He has another job working for a company. It's a full-time job. He makes decent money. I just feel like it wouldn't be enough for me not to work, keep care of the baby, and go to school. I feel like both of us would need to be working to keep care of the baby, but he feels more like we need to keep the baby. He wants to keep it, and I'm not so sure that's what's best for the baby and ourselves and our relationship.
And how does that make you feel like when you have conflicting views on this?
Well, considering he is really what the person I talk to mainly about all my problems, it's really tough. He sees it differently from what I see. He wants different things than what I want. And it's difficult. He's usually who I go to when I have a problem, and when he doesn't agree with me, it's tough.
Okay, so this maybe is a little upsetting because you feel like you've lost your main support system? Okay, alrighty. Now, if we were to talk about the pregnancy, is there any fear? Like, do you feel anything with the pregnancy, like about body changes or not really knowing what to expect? Like, how do you feel about that in general?
Mm, it's not anything that's not all I really worry about. I think I stress about the body changes and stress about getting big. It's not mainly as big of a stress as school is to me, but it is a stress. I wouldn't want to have to deal with going to the doctor all the time and having to deal with buying the baby all the stuff and dealing with all that stuff. It just seems like more stress than what I need right now on top of school and work.
Okay, so you just feel like emotionally and mentally you're not prepared for those stressors in your life. Okay, all right. Now, do you have a support system? Do you have people you talk to about this?
My major support system was my boyfriend. I haven't told my parents or my friend yet. I'm not so sure how they would react, what they would say as to that I'm pregnant and still in school and not. I mean, I'm just at 18 years old. He's mainly what I told everything to,
Yeah.
and now we don't see eye to eye. It's just tough because he was mainly my support system.
Yeah. So right now you're kind of feeling like at a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Like because you have lost that support system, you feel even more stress and even more insecurity about where your life is going.
Yeah.
Okay, alrighty. Now, do you think that maybe you might be interested in joining maybe like some support groups if you know anything like that? If that's something.
Yeah.
Okay, alrighty. Now, Katie, looking at all these issues, they all seem very important.
Mm-hmm.
We have discussed that they're all very important issues that do need to be discussed. But I feel like if we go to tackle all these at one time, it's just going to be very overwhelming. So, in your opinion, what would be the number one situation we would need to get worked out first?
In my opinion, I think the pregnancy would be the number one situation.
The pregnancy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, do you mean like the pregnancy in what aspect? Like the body changes or your pregnancy and your differences with your boyfriend?
In my differences with
your differences with your boyfriend. Okay. Alrighty. So let's dive into that first. Let's talk about your boyfriend and let's talk about the different options and let me know what you all have discussed and stuff like that. So, what are the options that you all have discussed? Have you let him know how you feel about this?
We've discussed abortion and adoption. I think adoption would be like one of the better ideas. He thinks that he would go more towards adoption than abortion, although if we did adopt, it would put a big stress on our relationship. I'm not so sure our relationship would make it.
Okay. So right now you're really uneasy because do you feel pressured maybe even to stay to keep the baby to keep your boyfriend and keep your relationship?
Yeah, I feel like it would keep him happy, so I feel like that's what I should do, although it's not what I want to do. So that's just another stress put on me on top of that I am pregnant and that's high school and that I have work and that I have no one to run to and talk to.
Yeah, I understand. You feel like you lost your support system, and the one person you identified with most is completely seem different with this right now. So right now you're feeling just at a complete loss.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think your boyfriend might be up to maybe coming in and having like a joint counseling session?
Yeah. I mean, I could talk to him about it.
You think
sure
you could talk to
will.
him? And then maybe whenever you come in and we could have a joint counseling session, you all we could discuss different options and maybe having someone to explain your views to him. Maybe that would make him understand a little bit more. Maybe you could understand his views a little bit more, and we might be able to come to an actual agreement on something. Do you think that's something we could do maybe next time?
Yeah, I think
We'll
it'd be
just
good to
focus on
see
that?
eye to eye on each other's point of view from where we're coming from with our options. Where he's coming from with wanting to keep the baby, where I'm coming from with wanting to not knowing what I want to do with the baby yet.
Okay.
So I think that would be good on seeing eye to eye.
Alrighty. All right. Well, you just want to come in next time with him, and we'll just start working on that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.